Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between MarineLorD and Cham on Frost. In the top right side of the map we have the red Zerg player, it is Cham. And in the bottom left side of the map we have the blue Terran player, it is MarineLorD from Team Millennium. Alright, so a TVZ on Frost. We've seen some amazing games of this matchup on this map already on my channel. I'm expecting another amazing game from these two players. Cham is a Zerg player who is not very well established, but he has an aggressive style that I like to watch, and MarineLorD is MarineLorD. What more can I say about this guy? He is very impeccable with his micro and his macro and his timings and decision making and his multitasking. I mean, MarineLorD is great. So, we'll see how he does. I mean, it's a matchup that people feel like the Zerg is favored right now just because Ultras are good. I haven't necessarily seen Ultras win every time in TVZ, but it does seem more often than not for sure. So if Cham can get to the point where he has Ultras, if that's where he is indeed going, then MarineLorD might have a bit of an uphill battle ahead of him. But you know who's up for it? MarineLorD. MarineLorD definitely is. Ah! Reaper list. Where are you, Reaper list? I need you for things. Pulling up the old Reaper list, and we're going to talk about it right now. Bam. And it is a Reaper. So this is Inigo Montoya. Zerg killed my father. Prepare to die. Alright, so Inigo here from The Princess Bride. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a good one. It's funny. It's funny, and there's like romance and stuff. And it's a good book too, The Princess Bride. If you haven't read that one, recommend doing that. Anyway, Inigo Montoya here is on a lifelong mission of revenge after Zerglings murdered his parents right in front of him when he was a young boy. They spared him because they didn't think he was a threat. But guess what? He's got a jetpack. He's got guns. He's a threat now. Okay, the only thing is I don't think he knows where Cham is. So if he heads over to that bottom right base, by the time he shows up at the top right, he might be too late to do anything. I mean, there's already queens coming out. There's already 6 lings in production for Cham. Yeah, dang it. That's the problem with these 4-player maps. It's really hard for Reapers to do anything unless they guess right in the very first situation. And this is a huge enough map that, look at that. By the time he actually gets to where the Zerg player could be, the lings are out. The queens are about 2 seconds from popping. And again, it's an uphill, super hard battle for Inigo Montoya to do anything. Third base on the way for Cham here to that bottom left area, and there's the lings, there's the queen. KDA charge, knocking a drone and a queen back. You don't stand toe-to-toe with the queen, Inigo, come on. The queen didn't kill your family, Zerglings did. Kill them instead. Drones are also acceptable. MarineLorD is working on a factory back home, getting an orbital command upgrade, and just making Marines, because you know why? Because he's MarineLorD. I don't think I've ever seen him mech, actually. Not that anybody really mechs in Legacy of the Void except for Ruff, who I have contacted through Twitter and asked him for replays, but he has not responded because, I don't know, I have a hard time getting people to respond to me through Twitter. Do people not check their mentions? Like, if you're famous, like a famous professional player or something, do you just get 100,000 people talking to you on Twitter all the time, so you just shut it out? Is that what happens? I feel like that's what happens. I don't know. Anyway, if you want to see mech and you'd like to have me cast some of Ruff's games, I'd like to do it, but I need some help talking to him, if at all possible. Anyway, Cham is working on a Roach Warren here. There are lings on that high ground, just waiting for the Reaper to pop up there. Cham is not getting speed for his lings. And MarineLorD's just kind of trying to be annoying. I mean, he's taken some damage off the queens. They don't regenerate health as quickly as he does, thanks to the combat drugs. Which, I mean, if Reapers didn't have combat drugs, they would be borderline unusable, I think. It's a good thing they have them. KD8 charge, knocking that queen off the creep. Can you juke it? No. Thinks about it. Did he kill a creep tumor? No, he did not. I think that was a cancel by Cham. Drone, get out of there. Drone here at the third base. Why did you saturate that base before it was safe? And he gets the drone kill. All right. So we're looking good here for our friend Inigo Montoya. He killed a drone. And is that it for you? Is your revenge dream over and finished and completed? It appears that it is. It appears that you're happy with that single kill. All right. Alright, we're fine. Supply depot wall coming up here at the natural base for the MarineLorD. He has so many Marines. So many Marines. I wouldn't mind coming out too. 2 medevacs. This is going to be drop action. The about 5-6 minute double medevac wouldn't mind Marine drop action is fairly common here in TVZ and Legacy of the Void. And the full wall off with the supply depot is making link counterattacks very difficult to engage. Very difficult to pull off if you're the Zerg player. There it is. There's the pickup. There's the boost out. Is it just Marines? There's a Widowmine in there, right? One Widowmine in there. Marines are finishing up stim just now. About 8 seconds to go on that one. Any +1 attacks and armors yet? No. No upgrades for the bio. Oh, man. Just right now. +1/+1 getting started for MarineLorD. Cham's going for a lair. He's got a bunch of roaches. He has some queens here, too. He's waiting for a drop to come. A spore crawler's coming in, but it might be too late here at the third to defend against the drop, as it is already here. Already here, but not going for the third. Trying to sneak around this right side, and Zergling does scout them out. And the roaches have to decide, do they want to try to defend this space? They do want to defend this space. Here we go. Bunch of roaches versus a bunch of Marines. And yeah, MarineLorD doesn't like that engagement at all. Just picks up, boosts out. Trying possibly to get there at the natural base, but nope. There's a spore crawler and a queen there. MarineLorD not quite sure what to do. There is a widow mine here sitting on the creep just on the edge of the creep spread to the right of that third base. And we'll do some damage to these roaches if they walk into it, and they do. Bam! Almost killing one of the roaches. Not quite enough DPS to kill one of the roaches. But morphing those ones into Ravagers is Cham. That will regenerate and replenish all of the health that roach lost. Look at this. Fully healthy Ravager. Done. And yeah, Roach Ravager even better against Pure Marine than just straight up roaches. Corrosive Bile's landing. That's not where the Widow Mine is. Dang it, Cham. Weren't you paying attention? I mean, I was because I could see it. Overlord does scout another attempted drop here by MarineLorD up at a potential fourth base. There's not one there. And the Ling scouting by Cham has just been incredible. It really has. Lings, Overlords everywhere, making sure that nowhere that MarineLorD tries to drop, it is a surprise to Cham at all. Roaches show up to deal with that drop. MarineLorD picks up, boosts out. MarineLorD does not like throwing his units away. He takes care of them. Another attack here by MarineLorD trying to clear out these creep tumors on his way up to that third base or possibly the natural. Again, as soon as the army shows up, he picks up, he leaves. If I'm Cham, I might just go Spire here. Just get some Corruptors, try to deal with these Medivacs because MarineLorD is doing damage and not really losing a lot. He's lost 2 Marines, a Widowmine, and a Reaper so far. Just helping that army supply get higher and higher and higher. It's 61 to 52 Harvesters though. 3 base to just now 3 base for MarineLorD. A 4th base would be nice. Yep, Cham's trying to take it, but there are Marines waiting at that 4th base location. A drop up here at the 3rd. It does kill 5 drones, but again, picking up and leaving as the Roaches and Ravagers show up. Cham is not going for a Spire. Ladies and gents, Marines do take down a Queen. And just preventing Cham from taking a 4th at all here, I guess. Again, dropping here once again. Killing more and more of these drones. Dropping the main base, killing an Overlord. As soon as the Roaches show up, you pick up and leave. MarineLorD is babysitting his units so effectively. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with this so far. +2/+2 on the way. MarineLorD has now lost 7 total Marines for all the stuff that he's killed, which is 5 Lings, 7 drones, 2 Overlords, and a Queen, and a bunch of creep tumors. So pretty nice. Cham, however, on the offensive now has Roaches, has Ravagers sitting right outside the front door of MarineLorD. There are tanks, though. MarineLorD has tanks now. He's got missile turrets coming up as well. And the Roaches and Ravagers, they want to do this thing. I don't know that they do. He's trying to harass this 3rd base that's up for MarineLorD to the right of his main, but yeah, you don't really want to go into tank areas there. He's going for it, though. Roaches and Ravagers going right on top of everything. Corrosive Bile's trying to land on top of the tanks, getting one of the Medivacs carrying the tanks. That's pretty good. A lot of Roach, a lot of Ravager taking down those Marines very, very quickly. Corrosive Bile landing and not hitting much of anything there. Might have actually hit that Medivac, but I don't know. 14 SCVs killed. Wow. That was a lot more than I expected. Alright, so it's 53 to 61 total Harvesters. Cham's looking pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. He's getting +2 missile attack, +1 ground carapace. More and more Roaches, more and more Ravagers in production. Alright, Cham. We've had this talk. I don't know if I've had this talk with you as he makes a 4th base as he's being aggressive. Attack and expand. But the talk is you can't stick on Roach Ravager past the 14-minute mark. You have to go for a hive. You have to get something with your Spire. You have to do something different besides Roach Ravager, because that's when MarineLorD starts getting his +3/+3, or when he has +3/+3, and that's when the Bile gets really good against his composition. Corrosive Bile's making some hits, though. Those are some of the most effective Corrosive Bile hits I've ever seen against Bile. MarineLorD not really paying attention there. Seems like he got a little bit sloppy. Corrosive Biles, whoa, those SCVs were clumped up. If Corrosive Biles hit them when they're clumped like that, bad news. Trying to kill this orbital command. Pincer move from Cham coming from the bottom and the right side. Tank fire on the high ground doing some work. Cham going for it, though. Does not worry about the tanks. Picking up the tanks, moving them back so Corrosive Bile cannot destroy them. Unfortunately, one of the tanks, gets saved Last second by MarineLorD. He gets the save. Liberators here sitting here. Corrosive Bile taking those suckers down as well. Liberator going to town on this third base is up to 3 drone kills. We're going to watch that count get a little bit higher and higher. And Cham decides he's done enough work here. He's going to pull back. I would almost go for that third. Yes, he is going for the third base, which is essentially undefended. There are so many workers here, too. Oh, run for your lives, SCVs. You cannot do this thing. Corrosive Bile is landing on the SCVs. 12 dead SCVs here. A tank on the high ground again, enough to scare off our friend Cham. Is that Liberator setting up again? Yeah, 8 kills on that one Liberator, but Spore Crawler burrowing should be enough to kill her, and he does. But that's 14 dead SCVs. It's 49 to 54 workers. MarineLorD is not down as much as I thought he would be. Considering he's lost 29 SCVs so far, he's continuing with that worker production. He's got to reestablish that third very soon, though, because Cham is sitting here on 4th bases. Another Liberator shows up at the 3rd. Spore Crawler trying to burrow, get shots off before the Liberator can replant in angles where the Spore Crawler cannot hit it. And it does. Liberator continuing to take down those workers. Cham's losing SCVs to this little tiny piece of Liberator harassment. What is he doing instead? I don't know. He's checking to see if the 3rd base is there. It is not. Does he see that base? Yes, he knows that it's there. Corrosive Bile's landing, killing a medevac. Coming from all sides right now. Cham trying to do this thing. Crushing through with his roaches and his ravagers. MarineLorD is down 74 to 129. Total supply, but again, pushing MarineLorD back to his natural. Forcing a liftoff on his 3rd base is all Cham really wants to do here. Is that Liberator still doing stuff? 8 kills! 8 kills on this Liberator, but 14 more SCVs have lost their lives recently. It's 49 to 35 total harvesters. Can MarineLorD come back? He is stuck on 2 base. He is on his back foot. He is stumbling. He is bumbling. Can he pull it out? Is our question. This Liberator has 12 kills. Queen plus Spore Crawler may be enough to kill it. No. No, it is not. Spore Crawler trying to reburrow in a spot where he can hit that Liberator. Great pull by Cham. He does pull it. Spore Crawler gets a couple hits off thanks to that increased or decreased burrow time on the Spore. Yeah, that's pretty quick there, and I think eventually it will die, but after it gets 15 kills, that Liberator's killed 15 things. Don't think that's all drones, but 24 drones have been killed so far. And the problem here for MarineLorD is he needs a 3rd base. He needs it real, real bad. He's not even going for +3/+3, so maybe Cham can do this with just Roach Ravager. I am skeptical that that is possible, but if the +3/+3 doesn't show up on those Marines and those Marauders, I feel like it could be all right. Cham, is he going for it? Yes, all different angles here. Top, right, bottom. Throwing down Corrosive Biles on top of the thing. He's not really getting many hits off, though. Does he have? He has an Overseer to spot on the high ground. Can he kill these tanks? Not really. Great micro by MarineLorD, picking them up and saving them. And retreating. Here is Cham retreating. He has enough units to kind of threaten, but not really. MarineLorD has planted his 3rd base to the right of the main and his 4th base to the north there as well. So he's actually doing okay for himself. Is MarineLorD going to come back, you guys? Holy cow. If Cham lets him expand twice, he doesn't really. He actually just took down this 3rd with Roaches and Ravagers. 10 more SCVs killed. MarineLorD's down to 25 workers, you guys. It is not looking good for our French Terran player. Not even the tiniest of bit. Burrow Roach here for Cham. I didn't know he had Burrow. He might just go right under these tanks and murder them. If he can. Does MarineLorD see this? Does he see the Burrow Roach? I think he might. What is Cham trying to do here? Oh. No. Go. Run. Go to that 4th. There it is. Going to the 4th base. Moving after the mules. After the SCVs. Ah, right on top of the Marines. So many roaches. So many roaches for Cham. He's killing SCVs. He's trying to kill this orbital command with Corrosive Biles. The Marine count is not very high. But they're trying to save their own SCVs. MarineLorD is down to 11 total workers. The Burrow Roach move again. Unburrows right underneath the Marines. That's got to be terrifying when that happens to you. If you happen to be a Marine there. MarineLorD trying to replant his 3rd base. His 4th base is on fire. It is burning. It will burn out. Cham is still sitting on 4 bases. I guess he feels like he doesn't need to really go anywhere else here. Just continuing to make Roach with their +2/+2 attack. Matching up very nicely with the +2/+2 from these Bio. The tank count high, though. Oh, tanks murdering these Roaches. Doing that extra damage to them. +1 attack has completed on the tanks. 55 damage versus armored splash damage. Just taking down that Roach hit squad like they're not even there. Small Roach hit squad at the 3rd base, though. having an easier time of things because they're not dealing with like 8 tanks at once. Killing more and more SCVs, the scan and the burrow, and the burrow and the scan. Roaches trying to kill the Marines, the tank fire, assisting, and the burrow roach by Cham. I just don't think you can sit on this. I don't think you can, is all I'm saying. I mean, MarineLorD has 7 workers left. I don't know how he has 7 workers left, but he does. He's got 7 workers. I don't see how he can win this thing. We've seen crazy things from Terran, right? We really have. But, I mean, coming back from 55 to 9 workers does not seem possible. It really doesn't. Cham is continually making roaches and ravagers, and a drop here at the 3rd base by MarineLorD, trying to even up the score just a little bit and kill some more drones, kill some roaches, but the answer comes in a lot more roaches, and the Marines are in a ton of trouble here as well. Ravagers with their extra range and their extra damage. They don't take as much damage from tanks either, so Ravagers pretty good against Terran. The drop from MarineLorD is still alive with 3 total Marines. MarineLorD is going to fight until the bitter end. Oh, that's it. That's it. There's the GG from MarineLorD. MarineLorD is defeated, and Cham is victorious. Holy cow, Cham. He did it. He beat MarineLorD, an amazing Terran player, with Roach Ravager, and that was it. He had Burrow move, but he didn't have Infestors, he didn't have Ultras, he didn't have Broodlords, he didn't have Banelings, he didn't have Mutas. It was Roach Ravager in a 16-minute game. And I really think what it all came down to is he never really let MarineLorD get a 3rd base for any length of time. MarineLorD was struggling for resources, never really got that +3/+3 started. The tank count was good, and the tanks did kill a lot of roaches there. 157 roaches died. That's more than the Marines that died in this game. 21 Ravagers as well, but Cham made it work, and I guess if you can keep the Terran player on their back foot, keep the aggression going, even if the game does go past that 14-minute mark, all the way to the 16-minute mark, you can take a win off a player like MarineLorD. So, good action-packed game there for sure. Hope you enjoyed it, because I really enjoyed casting it, and this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.